found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitches burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitches burning out.
Lockety locks. Week 6. We're week 6. I'm tweaking every single week. All right, it's week 6. We're giving y'all our week 6 locks of the NFL football season. We're here to make you guys some money. I made money this past week. I know y'all made money this past week. Probably not if you didn't follow us before, but follow us now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ask us your favorite locks. Don't ask us about, I don't know what I'm talking about, but we got week 6 locks. They're going to be spreads, going to be over-unders.
Week 6.
Did I say 7 again? It's week 6. All right.
Lucky lock.
Last week, we did not do too shabby. I went 2-1 on locks. X went 3-0, correct, X?
Yes, sir.
You're making people money left and right. So just tell them to follow you on Twitter and subscribe to the channel.
Follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel.
There he goes. Very good. All righty. I guess I don't know Cam's record. Cam doesn't write his locks down like a little.
I went 1-2. I bet it. I bet it, and I lost.
Oh, so Cam's tied with me on locks. That's not a good look.
It's the Packers -3 and the Eagles and Panthers over that did not hit.
That's bad news. But some good news is we're here to make some money this week. So just pay attention to week 6 lockities. And I guess we'll just kick it off with Mr. Undefeated himself. Xavier, take it away.
All right. First lock this week. I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree, but we're taking the Chargers at +3 right now on the road against the Ravens. I like it a lot. I think the Chargers are freaking hot right now. Justin Herbert's playing some great football. Mike Williams is balling. Keenan Allen's been balling. Austin Eckler's been balling. They just won a crazy-ass game against the Browns. What was the final score? Like 47-42, something like that. They just beat the Browns, who I think are a better team than the Ravens. So I think the Chargers can beat the Ravens as well.
Yeah, I would concur. Cam, did you take that as a lock or no?
No.
Okay. I originally did have them as a lock +3. I went elsewhere though. I went the same game but elsewhere. You catch what I'm saying anyway. 94% of the bets are on the Chargers +3, by the way. So it's kind of a strange little trick. I think it's a trap play. I'm just saying, but I do think one thing is for certain after seeing them put up 47 points last week against the Browns and then seeing the Ravens offense just come together in the fourth quarter against the Colts. It's going to be over.
That was a crazy performance. We all took the Colts.
And I was feeling good about it when I went to sleep at the end of the third quarter. Who would have thought?
That happened.
Yeah, but I do like the over 52 points. The Chargers offense has been humming. The Ravens seem to have found their footing the last quarter. Maybe they keep that hot hand going. And I think it's going to be very high scoring game. Chargers run defense kind of been struggling obviously last week against the Browns. You just let them just eat they ate on the ground is what I'm saying. And Lamar's going to do much the same. They give Rashad Bateman back too. That's an interesting little play. He's going to be an interesting guy. That's it. That's really, I took the over in that game. Cam, first lock, I guess.
I'll stick in the same game. I got the over in the Cardinals Browns. As we saw last week, the Browns can score a lot of points, and they're going to compete with high-scoring teams like they did against the Chargers. They're going to do that again versus the Cardinals this week. It's going to go over 49.5 points quite easily, hopefully. I usually don't have too much success on over-unders, but I like this one, so hopefully this one hits.
I actually disagree with you on that one. I think the under's going to hit on that. I think this one's going to be a lower scoring game than people think. Kind of like that Browns-Vikings game. People thought that was to be a higher scoring game. I think this one's going to be kind of a lower scoring.
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking the Cardinals under 23 points they're predicted to get. So disagree, but I do think it's a logical play.
I do see your logic as well. Then
Anything's possible. All
I
right.
also I steer away from over unders usually because I just feel like I don't have a whole lot of luck on them. So
Rather
I don't
random.
know what
Whole
you're
game's
talking
random.
Yeah, same.
Xavier, take it away if you're doc number 2. Tell us why you were right, because you were right last week.
Well, I have my next 2 locks are 2 teams I took last week, and I'm going to roll with them again this week. First off is the Bills -5.5 against the Titans. I took them last week at +2.5 against the Chiefs. Oh boy, did that hit. Anyway, this week they're playing the Titans, who have a very shitty defense. That Bills' offense is just beautiful right now. Josh Allen is just
Beautiful right now. He's beautiful.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
cooking. He is cooking, and I think the Bills might slow down Derrick Henry a little bit. I mean, maybe they might hold him under 100 yards. I mean, he's rushed for over 100 now in 4 straight games. He just had 3 touchdowns against the Jags. I mean, he may get like a touchdown or so, like a little goal line, something, but I don't think he'll hit 100 yards this week.
He is their offense, so
He is their offense.
I want to say I agree.
AJ Brown still. Julio may be back. I'm not really sure, but I like the Bills a whole lot. Right
-5.5. Monday Night Football.
-5.5 is delicious against the Titans.
Stephon Diggs gonna have himself a fucking week. He's gonna have himself a week. He's gonna be wide receiver 1 this week.
You think so?
Oh yeah, people are gonna be so hyped about him. I think Josh Allen's MVP race is gonna be fucking lit on fire on Monday night. Like, meaning that was a bad way to say it, but I'm saying it's gonna like rocket. You know, like you light the bottom of it, and then it just not like light it on fire like it's a piece of paper, but like rocket more so. So I concur. That's my lock number 2.
That is your lock 2 as well. Let's get it.
Cam, tell us you're on the same bandwagon as us boys.
I am. It's not one of my locks though. I'm rolling with the Cowboys -3.5. I think that's a fantastic lock for this week versus a mediocre Patriots team. Patriots aren't anything special, as they've shown us. They can win games versus bad teams, but they're not going to do it easily. And they're not going to beat the better teams in the league. And the Cowboys are certainly one of those. So I think -3.5 is definitely going to be pretty easy for the Cowboys this weekend, no matter the weather, like you were expressing concerns about earlier. I don't think that'll matter. The Cowboys have run the ball very well this year, and they're a very good football team. So they're going to be hard to beat. And the Patriots are not going to be able to do that.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a
I
trap.
don't
It's a
think so.
trap. It's a trap.
No.
It's a trap. The
It is
Cowboys
not a
to
trap.
win is a trap.
It is not a freaking trap because I have the Cowboys as my 3rd lock at -3.5 as well. I took them last week. I think they're like 4-1 or something against the spread this year. They're just on fire. I agree with everything Cam said. Slap the boys into your lay. It's a lot.
I love the boys. They've been banging out dubs left to right. They look amazing. But my question for you is, if it's -4.5, right? Or is it -3.5? What is it?
-3.5 right now.
-3.5 away, meaning they're 6.5 points better than the Patriots, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a line that's kind of a little
The
weird.
Patriots
to
were
me.
just like almost a 10-point favorite against the Texans, and they almost lost.
Anyway. So the one, okay, this is an honorable mention. It's actually a lock by me, but I do like it a decent amount. But it's also kind of questionable, seeing as the quarterback situation is a little messed up. But I want to put this in there. So the Dolphins are -3.5 at Jacksonville, which means they're 6.5 points better than Jags. Does that make sense to you? Comparing Patriots 6.5 points better than the Cowboys, while the Dolphins 6.5 points better than the Jags. I do not think the Dolphins are 6.
Game yet?
What?
Jags haven't won a game yet, so like.
But would you think the gap between the Cowboys and the Patriots is the same as the Dolphins Jags?
No.
That's where I'm thinking the +3.5 on the Jags, but I'm not going to make it a lock. But it is an honorable mention. So if you do like the idea of the Jags plus 3.5. This is your confirmation bias here. I like it as well.
I like it as well.
But the only wrench that got thrown in the plan is the fact that Tua is coming back, and they're not the same team that they were weeks 2 to 5. It is now the team from week 1 that beat the Patriots. So it is what it is. Just want to put that out there. But my third lock is third lock. Yeah, third lock. Another team that is winless. I like this week against the Bengals in Detroit plus 3.5. X, go ahead and say your piece. I know you.
I just think you're a silly goose with this one. I think that Joe Burrow's going to have himself a game.
That's your third lock, right?
No, that was not my third.
Oh, it's not third lock. Dang. Okay, so you just.
With minus 3.5.
All right, so I get the last piece here, I guess. The Lions minus 3.5. Dan Campbell came out crying last week. Emotional presser.
Not minus 3.5.
Plus, yeah. Well, I think they're going to win the game. You'll see later. You'll see in the next episode. They get their first win, and the Jags are potentially the last winless team in the NFL. For good reason, Urban Meyer and his dirty self. But Detroit Lions, let's talk about a head coach. Emotional leader that man is. He's a lion. He really is a lion, Dan Campbell. Taking kneecaps off left and right. He secretly told somebody to go hurt Joe Burrow's throat so that he couldn't communicate in Detroit this coming week. Conspiracy 101. It really has nothing to do with the betting, but so far the Lions have been projected according to, their points and stuff like that to actually win one game. They haven't won a single game. And I think this is the game they do it in. The Bengals have been playing a lot of close games. The Lions have kind of like shocked people these past couple of weeks, coming so close to people like the Vikings last week, potentially winning there, but choked at the end. Dan Campbell's going to just get behind this team. DeAndre Swift's going to have a freaking week this week. And I do like the Lions at home plus 3.5. If you need a sleeper team to throw into one of these like super confident parlays you're doing, like you got the Buccaneers Thursday Night Football, you got the Chiefs over the football team. That's a freaking lock, but don't get me started. What else? We got the Colts over the Texans. Love that too. And then if you like the Cowboys, like you said, Cam, Cowboys over the Patriots. And then you throw a plus odds team into there, put the Lions in there. Boost the odds. Just odd boost immediately.
Chargers in there. Put the Chargers in there. Not
put the Chargers and the Lions. Or put the Chargers or the Lions. Make two different parlays.
Put Bengals minus 3.5.
Don't you dare put Bengals minus 3.5 because you will lose your money. Very adamant about that. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. What's not so tough is my third lock of the week. Steelers minus 4.5 versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a team I've lost some money with this season. They're going to be a completely different football team with Geno Smith at the helm rather than Russell Wilson, of course, not Russell Westbrook. Yeah, the Seahawks aren't going to be that good of a team. They're probably, I'm not sure on their schedule coming up, but I won't be surprised if they don't win a football game without Russell Wilson. Geno Smith is not good. And Seahawks aren't that fantastic of a team without him, especially with Chris Carson, injury concerns, shaky defense as a whole. And yeah, so Steelers minus 4.5. I think is a lock, even though the Steelers aren't that great of a team themselves, but they're still going to be significantly better than the Seahawks without Russell Wilson.
I agree wholeheartedly. That's one of my
I agree as well.
It is a little bit scary to me, but if I'm putting money on it, I'm putting money on the Steelers. Minus 4.5 for sure. For sure. Alrighty. That marks the week 6 lockities. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Cam was supposed to finish it off there. He didn't. Frig Cam and his black screen having ass. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This is First Choice Betting. Check out the week 6 picks coming out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, First Choice Fantasy as well. It's First Choice Betting, though, and we're signing off. So, adios.